So number 13 is a equation you need to build up by yourself. So the cost of a brand X is 42 kg. So you know the cost of 40 is the brand X cost, and 3 kg of that was used. So 3 kg of $42 is used, and there's 2 kg of something else, brand Y, which is what we're going to find the cost for. So brand Y, we don't know what's the month cost, but overall the mixture should be $36. But how many kgs is that? So it's 3 kgs of brand X and 2 kgs of brand Y. So it should be 5 kgs of 36. And with this, you'll be able to solve the question. So 126 is 2y, is 180. Move the 126 over, so that's 54, and divided by 2, you get 27. And the next one, you can count the dots, or you can just actually add up the number. So 2, 4, so 9 to start with, and then you have 9 plus 5, which is 14, and then you have 14 plus 5 is 19. So basically, if they ask for the 7th pattern, so because the first one was 9, the second pattern is 5 more, so second pattern. The third point, even 5 more. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. This should give you the answer. That's 10, 20, 30, 39. Let's see. Question 15 we'll skip for now. Question 16, it's normally talk about Pythagoras theorem. So let's mark the numbers in. So 24 is AD. So 24, AD is 40, BD is 32, and then finally CD is 68. So at the moment you don't know whether they are right angle triangles or not. So but these 3 sides are given, so you should actually work out whether there is a right angle triangle or not by simply 24 square plus 32 square, is it equal to 40 square? If it is, then the longer side, which is 40, the opposite side should be a 90-degree angle. So if you do it on the calculator, 24 square plus 32 square, actually you will find out it's only 1600, and you square root 1600, you also get 40. So this is a right angle. If this is a right angle, because this is a straight line, this is also another right angle. So therefore, now I'm going to treat this as a right angle triangle. Again, I'm going to use Pythagoras theorem with 32, 68. So you're able to find what this value is. So that makes it x. So 32 squared plus x squared is 68. And I think the answer is going to be 60. You could just do it on the calculator by working it out. That x squared plus 32 squared is 68 squared. So x would be the square root of 68 squared minus 32 squared. Okay. Number 18, if any one of you have formulas in your brain, then we can try to work this out. So basically this is a prism. So in a prism, it's base area times the height. So this is your base area, because this is the shape where you, if you move in, it's never changing. So that's your base area times the height, which is the 6. So at the moment I have the upper base, but I don't have the lower base. So what do I need to do? Actually, because this is a 90 degree, so I can draw another line straight down saying that this is also 90 degree. Therefore, if this is 4 cm, this is also 4 cm. And if this is 5 cm, this is also 5 cm. And now I have a right angle triangle again, like the previous question. So 5, 13, and I can able to find what the answer is. So this would be 12 if you use your calculator to work it out. Then that means that 4 plus 16 is 20. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 times the height, 50, and times that 6. So it's 300. Yeah, would be the answer. So it's upper base plus lower base divided by 2 times the height, which is the height of the trapezium, times the height of the prism, which is 6. So that's how you'll get it. For number 21 is another question you may be able to attempt. Even though it doesn't look like any particular triangle, but because you have sine and cosines in the answers, then you should know that this can be a simple right angle triangle shapes that can be cut out. So in this case, because it's asking for the AD, so they're asking for this length. So you need to cut this out because there's a plus sign. So that means they have actually two sides for this AD. So it will be cut like this. So that I can find this length, which I can now name AX. And actually, I cannot find this side at the moment. But if I draw a line over here, which is straight down, this length is exactly the same as this length. So with this angle, I would be able to find AX, and with this angle, I will be able to find this BY, which is the same length as XD. And if I add them up, I will be able to get the answer. So how do you do it? So because AB, they're using AB, and then because I need AX, so that means this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side, and the hypotenuse. So AH means I need to use cos. So cos A would be the adjacent side, AX, over AB. And AB will be multiplied over, so AX is literally AB cos A. And similarly, because this is a right angle triangle right here, if I want to find this BY, what do I need? I need to use BC, so I have to use BC here. So opposite and adjacent, no, this is not adjacent, this is adjacent, so opposite over hypotenuse, so it's sine. So sine C is equal to the opposite side, BY, over BC. So therefore BY is simply BC sine C. And BC sine C is BY, so BY is AX by the way, so just need to add these two and you should be able to get the answer. So AB cos A plus BC sine C. So AB cos A plus BC sine C, so the answer is B. This one, reflectional symmetry. So reflection this way and reflection this way. You cannot make it like this, you cannot go like this, so the only option is 2. So go back to number 21 for a sec. So the key is to make right angle triangles, okay? Right angle triangle, right angle triangle. For 24, because they are only giving us the sum of interior angles, unfortunately, we cannot use our I plus E equal to 180 in this case. We can use it at the end. So we need to actually remember the interior angle formula here, which is n minus 2 times 180 over n is the each side, but we know the sum of the sides, so we don't need the over n at this moment. So it's 3, 2, 4, 0. So simply you need to divide the 180 and plus 2 to the answer, you will know the number of sides. So you should be able to calculate that n is 20 because this is 18, 18 plus 2 is 20. So if n is 20, we have this is wrong. The number of diagonals is also wrong because the number of diagonals can never be the same as the number of sides. That's to remember. If you see the word diagonal, it's 100% wrong. And then so each interior angle is 160. So if you know it's 20, so we know the total is that. If you divide it by 20, 3240 divided by 20, you should get 162, which is wrong. So leaving us only being able to get B is the correct answer, because if you, this is how you get your interior angle, because if this is the interior angle, then 180 minus the interior angle is the exterior. So 18 is the exterior, which is the correct answer. For number 28, it's normally a tree diagram, but unfortunately in this question they say they need 3 coins. So this is 3 coins situation. We cannot use the table anymore. We must use the tree diagram. Okay, we cannot use the table anymore because table is only for 2 things they choose. If they choose more than 2 things, then it has to be the tree diagram. So we start with the options that we have: 1, 2, 5, 10. So we have only 1 of each. So we have 1 of 1, 1 of 2, 1 of 5, and 1 of 10. So if the first coin is a 1, then we have further 3 options, being 2, the 5, and the 10. And if you do the same for all of them, this is only the second coin, so but they said they take 3 coins out, so for each coin there will be 2 more options being left. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,